Hello everybody, it is Mr. Swick, back again for another Aether Revolt draft. We're just sitting in the queue right now, seeing how we can do. Seven out of 8 should begin any moment now. Alright, and here we go! Alright. So, let's see here. Dark Intimations. Probably one of the worst rares in the set, if not the, at least for the limited environment. We'll see how it is once Bolus comes out for Constructed. But so, I'm thinking we're probably between the Dragster and the Reckless Racer here. The Illusion Stratagem is pretty decent as well. There's also a Prey Upon, which is a pretty good card. I kind of like the Dragster because it doesn't commit us to a color. None of the cards in this pack are particularly strong. So, I'm thinking, yeah, let's just start out with a Dragster. Try to see if we can go into something open. Alright. We got a Foundry Hornet. We got a Sweatworks Brawler. Audacious Infiltrator isn't too bad. Aether Chaser is pretty decent as well. I'm kind of partial to the Foundry Hornet. It's a pretty decent flyer. Sometimes gets you some excellent value. So, yeah, let's go with the Foundry Hornet. And, ooh. I do like me some Midnight Entourage. Sly Repositioner is decent in the improvised deck, like a black-red artifact deck, but I don't think we're going that route. We could, but I think the Lord is a decent pickup here. There's a lot of, like, random Aetherborns that, you know, it can definitely help out with. So, let's take the Midnight Entourage. And, okay. So, notables in this pack are definitely the Malphus Revolutionary, the Lifecraft Cavalry, and the Druid of the Cowl. I'm between the Malphus and the Cavalry at this point. Druid's decent too, though. Let's go with the Cavalry. Malphus is good, but, like, sometimes it's not as good as you want it to be. The right deck, it's sweet, but the wrong deck, it's just... I mean, a 3/3 Trampler is never bad, but let's go with the Cavalry. Okay. Alright, so we have... all the good cards have been pulled out of this... Well, you know, all the uncommons and rare. So, Unbridled Growth, Night Market Aeronaut, there's a Hinterland Drake. I think we'll go with the Unbridled Growth. This flyer just isn't... I mean, I know it's an Aetherborn, so, like, it does have synergy with the Midnight Entourage, but it's really not that exciting. So, we'll go with the Unbridled Growth. Cool Finality is decent. I'm a little worried that we might be getting cut here. It seems like red and blue are the colors that are open. I don't know what kind of card quality we're going to get if we try to switch at this point. So, we'll take the Cruel Finality. Kind of hope that things just go our way. Fenhauler, there's an Implement. Or a frontline rebel if we did want to switch into red. I think we're going to go with the implement. I want to try to stick with the colors. In Impact 2, like we're probably not going to get cut at all because these few people after us are definitely not going to be in our colors. So, we'll take the implements. Need some 2-drops. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take the Night Market Aeronaut. Starting to regret not switching into red, but I imagine that the few people after us are definitely going to be taking those colors, so we don't want to get cut hard in Pack 2 for switching too late. So we're just going to try to stick to our guns. I don't know if it's going to work out right, but we'll see. We'll see. I think we'll go with the Night Market Guard. Like, we've already got 3 4-drops. We don't want another Aeronaut. Really can't go too all in. Just because things are Aetherborn. And, like, you know, it alone is not that exciting. A 2/2 flyer for 4 mana is just kind of little below curve. You know, it's good if you have the Lord. It's good if you get Revolt. Obviously, like, you know, it incrementally gets better. But it's not always going to happen. Sacrifice or if I do. Yeah. I think we'd rather go with the Alley Strangler. Kind of smooth out our curve a little bit. The Ironclad Revolutionary is good. Like, it's a good sign that he's still there. It probably means people aren't in black. But we'll take the Strangler. That's a pretty easy mobile garrison. It's a decent vehicle. Wow. Some decent cards there. Trophy Mage and Decommission are definitely both playable. Kind of surprising this late in the pack. Yeah, whatever. We'll take a Reservoir Walker. Never playing it, but we're probably also not playing Wrangle. So, like, right now, it is good to note that we have 2, or well, I guess 3 green cards. So we're not locked into green if good stuff isn't coming our way. So we're definitely still open to changing our second color. Our primary is definitely going to be black, but we'll see. We'll see what the secondary is. We'll just try to, you know, take some reads. Okay. Okay. Well, not too much in this pack really excites me. Wheelsmith would be sweet, but I don't see us playing a red-white card. Like, we could still switch into red, potential. Well, no, because I imagine the people after us are probably in red. So we're going to get cut from red if we tried to switch, and that would be a splash as well. Dawn Feather Eagle's definitely notable here. It's really good. But we could just take the Cavalry. See if I'm right about green not getting cut. Alley Strangler is not bad either, but I think, you know, the upside of Cavalry is just much better. So, it's also a Renegade Rallier, but I don't think that's going to be too exciting. The White Splash, rather not have to, or rather not do it if we don't have to, so let's take the Cavalry. Alright. So, we get an Aether Poisoner, we have a Druid of the Cowl, Silkweaver Lead, Renegade map. I'm leaning towards the Poisoner. The Druid's really good as well. Also wouldn't mind the Renegade map, but I love these Aether Poisoners, so we're going to take that one. Okay. Probably just another Cruel Finality. Oh, Doctor Arrest is here. Jeez. Yeah, we're definitely... I don't think we're in the ideal colors. It seems like people may be fighting over both black and green. We're just one of the problem. But let's take a Cruel Finality. We have a Pima Aether Seer. Not too exciting. I don't think we want another Cruel Finality. Could have had a Caught in the Brights as well. Maybe we should have switched into white. We could have had a few really good. Like, we had the Dawn Feather, we could have had the Thopter Arrest, and now a Caught in the Bright. That's 3 really good white spells that we could have had. But we'll take the Alley Strangler. Stick to our guns. Another Caught in the Bright. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, we can take an Automaton or a Silkweaver Elite. I think we'll go with the Elite. I'm definitely regretting not switching into white, but it's way too late at this point. Jeez. Alright, so we have another Elite, or we have an Implement. Kind of leaning towards an Implement. It's usually good to have 1 or 2. So, yeah, let's take the Implement. This deck seems like it's going to be pretty mediocre, not going to lie. Oh, boy. We'll just take a creature. We don't want another Cruel Finality. It's just, it's not really a great removal spell. 2's probably already too many. So, we'll just try to prioritize creatures. Night Guard Market is far from the worst, so... It's good at blocking things. Right. Fenhaller's fine. We get a lot of artifacts to make the improvise work. Lifecraft Awakening is very, you know, mediocre. So, we'll take the Fenhaller. Oh my god, Dawnfeather Ethical Wield? White is wide open. This isn't even funny. Oh, how does Dawnfeather wheel? Jeez. Jeez. I've never seen that happen before. Like... There's been times I've pack one, picked one Dawnfeather Eagle and felt perfectly fine about it. Bo-bo-bo! Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit of payoff in pack 3. Make this deck a little more cohesive, because right now it's just very, I don't know, it's just subpar at this point. Fairgrounds Trumpeter is decent. Mistweaver Angel would have been sweet if we were in white. We also have a Hunt the Weak, which is awesome. How many things with 1/1 counters do we have? We have a few. Not a ton, but a few. Let's take the Trumpeter. We can definitely pick up a few 1/1 counter synergies in this pack, so I think it's worth it. Pummeler. We have like 0 energy, so we're not going to take a Pummeler. Well, this broker's good, though. Aetherborn, so it gets pumped by our Lord. When it dies, it gets the 1/1 counter on a creature. So, yeah, we'll take a Lawless Broker. I'm fine with that. Filbury Familiar or a Thriving Rats. We also have a Tune with Ether, but until we're splashing. It's also an Oval Chase Dragster, which is a really sweet vehicle. Since we don't really have energy things, I'm thinking the Filbury Familiar. Although we do need 2 drops. We have 1,000,003. All right, we need 2 drops, so we'll take the Rat. Yeah, Ember Bruiser is sweet. Ember Bruiser is really sweet. Take him. Gladly take him. So we're starting to have a curve, at least. That's good. I'll cut the Garrison. What's funny is like we're still totally not even locked into green. We so should have just switched. This is just embarrassing. Did not. I mean, I was reading the sign. I just wasn't acting on it. Subtle Strike. Oval Chase Dragster is really good. As much as I would love to take like the Subtle Strike or the Bat here, but the Bat's so good. We have a lot of artifacts though. I think we want the 4/2. Yeah. Cut a Fenhauler. Menace and Fabricate. We can get an Assembly. Oh, Pima Outrider. Didn't see you there. 2 green might be a little ambitious for this deck. But I think it's the best option we have. So, we may not play it just because of the 2 green symbols. But we'll have to see. Have to see. To be determined. To be determined. Okay. Just seeing if we have many artificers to see if that equipment would be worth it. I figured it's probably not, but it never hurts to see. We've got like 2. Take the Night Market Lookout. Lawless Broker. Very cool. That is a good pickup. We'll have a second one of those. Yeah, I don't think this Pima Outrider is going to happen. It's a good card, but I think it's ambitious. We're probably going pretty light on our forests, so. We'll see. Okay. I'm just taking a tune. It's fine. Alright. Mind Rod is a magic card. It's a magic card. might... I don't want to cut the Unbridled Growth, but I don't see a position where we're going to be getting that out early, just because we've only got a couple green cards. So we'll cut it. Unfortunately, I love the free revolt trigger on it, and that it cycles itself, but I don't know. Club Sentry. Actually, not the worst card. I can definitely see us bringing this in from the sideboard. Just because it has a nice big butt. So... only thing I'm thinking is maybe cutting a Cruel Finality to put the Unbridled Growth back in. What do we have for Revolt? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Revolt cards. No, I don't think it's worth it. I think we're just going to stick with it like this. Yeah, this should be fine. This deck is nowhere near exciting, but it's probably good enough. 10 and 6. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Alright, so that is the deck, and I will see you in round 1.